and sorry it took me a little bit too long. I had to get my website a little bit situated before I was never gonna get it done at all. So just have to get that out the way. Um, but what can I say? Bench wasn't much help or anything like that, and I admit, Cal Kuzma didn't do any good either. It's although it was a close game, but it just sucks that it was just one of those games that they could have did better. Like there was like a couple of times, they was in the lead, and they just lost it. Like both teams sucked in the fourth quarter. But Houston a little bit better than they are in. It's just certain shots, they couldn't hit, or there were shots, that Brooke that took should not always be shooting. He should at least try to take it in. Like you 7 foot nothing, and the tallest person they got in the Houston Rockets is 6 foot 11, and you just couldn't take it in or post up. So it's just ridiculous. Let me start with Okay, let me get rid of this picture here. Let's see, that can go, and that can go. And just see the other one here, screencast, and we're gonna start recording. So as y'all can see, yeah, I got my little Brew Crew down his jersey. And let's get to it right. 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Bucks Talk. We're gonna talk about tonight's game, which was a very close one and something that they lack. Because normally, they come back in the fourth quarter for the past 4 games. They came back in the fourth quarter and just like this time, it just wasn't good enough. And especially, the shot selection from everybody that was playing today was really not that good. And just had you like, oh, excuse me, it was questionable at times too. Like with their shot selections, you think like, what's going on? And like was to the live people about that's watching live that Ed thinks Ariana, thank you. Um, as I was talking to the live that that there's some shots that some of the players did that they shouldn't have took. They should have at least try to take it in. Or hey, Matt from Russia, nice, that's cool. Um, just the crazy thing is that there were some shots that some of the players from the Bucks took that they shouldn't have, and kind of cost them game. Hey, I'm doing okay, and how about you? But yeah, it was just kind of ridiculous, and we did not need this loss right now. Especially we had the fourth seed, and probably just because we lost, we probably just dropped back down from fourth to fifth. I'm pretty sure we did, and the Pacers didn't even play, but I think they play tomorrow. So, you know what? Before we do go any further, let's see. Yep, they play against Toronto, and for them beating Toronto is probably most likely an easy win, or hopefully, Toronto, has an upset and end up beating them. Yeah, believe me, that would be something. So let me just go back to today's score. I mean, today's games. But yeah, Toronto already lost to Boston, so I don't know. Maybe they come out with a vengeance. So let's just hopefully, that will happen. Let's get to the quarter status because I'm somewhat upset with this game, but I'm somewhat not upset. I'm like in between, like getting upset right here, being okay right here. I'm just like right in the middle, like right here. right in the middle. So anyways, like I said, quarter status. I think that's the highest that Houston has scored, 30. Then you had the Bucks with 25. Pretty good in the second quarter for the Bucks, 34 to 27. And yeah, the 34 is the highest that the Bucks has scored in a quarter. Then you got the third quarter of a very close one because they were tied at the end of the third quarter. And of course, Bucks was up by two by the end of the half. Then they tied the game at the end of the third quarter. Then both teams did not do well at fourth quarter, and it was just some ridiculous like decision making. I would say that, especially at places like Kyle Kuzma. I think like he made a lot of mistakes today, but like I said, I'm not just going to take it all out on him because we know he has to do some decision making when it comes to like a pass and like when he takes it in or like really have to relax for his shots. So it seems like he's not there. So yeah, the lowest both teams have scored. You got Milwaukee 12 and you got Houston 15. It's kind of ridiculous. So let's go to the team status. We'll start with Milwaukee first. Um, 34-85 with 40% from the field. So that's okay, but not all great. 12 for 37 with 32.4% from three. Uh, Not all that great. Yeah, it's just not all that great. 17 to 23, when Marvel said like 74% from the free throw, which is okay, but not too great. For offensive rebounds, if they would have won this game, I wouldn't be complaining that much with the offensive rebounds, but it's just being ridiculous. And the defensive rebounding with a total of 37 rebounds. So yeah, something they got to work on. 19 assists, which is one of the problems right there. Like not many of them, trying to pass the ball. 11 steals, which is not too bad. Five blocks is okay, but turnovers could have been a little bit better. But 13 turnovers. That's one of the things that we were saying. Like what they did with Miami, they took care of the ball, but this time, they didn't. So let's go to the team stats with Houston. You got 37 to 91 with I was say 41% from the field, not too bad. Um, 12 or 35. Most of that's 34.3% from three, a little bit better than the Bucks. 14 to 18, with Michael said that's 78% from the free throw, so not too bad. Of course, they out offensive rebound them with 16, so that's a given. Total of 53 rebounds. Yeah, they got to do better with the rebounding. It's like they don't box out and they still doing that offensive set where you got two people in the corners waiting to get the pass and get a three. They got to move around, and I don't know why Doc doesn't see that you can't just keep like both players in the corners, and it's gonna be easy for people like if somebody try to cut and that they ain't gonna see the pass and they ain't gonna pass the ball, they're gonna take it in. So which is one of the issues right there. They just really, the Bucks just really, they really got to pass the ball. They really do. But anyways,